The Brave Rescue. The sun was setting over the quiet town of Willowbrook, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. Tendiaro Jake pedaled his bike down Elm Street, the wind rushing through his hair. He loved riding home this way, past the old oak tree, the tiny bakery, and the narrow alley near Mrs. Thompson's house. But today, something was different. As he passed the alley, a faint meow stopped him in his tracks. Jackie turned his head and saw a tiny gray kitten trapped on a crumbling windowsill 3 stories up. Its little paws clung to the edge, and its wide, terrified eyes locked onto Jackie's. His heart pounded. How did it get up there? Jake jumped off his bike and ran to the building. The front door was locked, and no one seemed to be home. He looked around frantically, and no ladder, no fire escape. The kitten let out another desperate cry. Then, Jake noticed the old drainpipe running up the side of the building. It was rusty and shaky, but it might hold his weight. Without thinking, he grabbed it and started climbing. "Hold on, little guy. I am coming," he called. His hands burned as he pulled himself higher. The pipe groaned under his weight, but he didn't stop. Finally, he reached the windowsill. The kitten trembled, its fur standing on end. "Easy now," Jake whispered, stretching out his hand. The kitten hesitated, then carefully stepped toward him. In one quick motion, Jake scooped it up and tucked it safely against his chest. But now came the hard part, getting down. The drainpipe creaked dangerously as Jake shifted his weight. Suddenly, crack, the pipe broke loose from the wall. Jake gasped, gripping the windowsill with one hand while clutching the kitten with the other. His arms shook from the effort. Below, a small crowd had gathered, shouting in alarm. Then, he heard a familiar voice. "Jake. Hold on." It was M.A. Ricardo, the firefighter who lived down the street. He ran over with a ladder and propped it against the wall. "Climb down, son, slow and steady." Jackie carefully stepped onto the ladder, still holding the kitten tightly. When his feet finally touched the ground, everyone cheered. The kitten purred against his chest, its tiny body warm and safe. Mrs. Thompson rushed over, her eyes wide. "Oh, Jake. You're a hero." Jake smiled, stroking the kitten's soft fur. "I just couldn't leave him up there." From that day on, the kitten, now named Lucky, never left Jackie's side. And whenever anyone in Willowbrook told the story of the brave boy who climbed a building to save a life, Jake would just shrug and say, anyone would be done the same. But deep down, he knew, some things are worth the risk. The end. Cara de gato destellos.